Good morning, guys. Hello. Take a an inhale up. Catch your fingers at the top and go into a slight back bend. Inhale. Oh my goodness, go over. Good morning. Let me move my Pilates arc. And over. Just stretching. And then lift up and back a little bit. Oh my goodness. Very good. And we're going to wake up our lower body. So lift up your heels and lower. Now we're still waking up the arms and we're waking up the lower body. I'm lifting up my heels here, if you can see, onto a calf raise. Breathe in and out, up and down, arms up, knees long, waking up our calves. 6, good. 7, 8, 9, and a long-legged kick to the side. So keep your arms lifting with your legs. So both arms go up. The leg goes up higher as you feel warmer. 4, more warmed up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now the other. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now inner thigh, cross that body and go across for 10. 2, arms are adding. 3, up high. 4, breathing in and out. 5, long legs. 6, we're working all the angles of the hips. 7, 8, 9, and then to the other side. 10, 10, inner thigh. 2, tall bodies. 3, higher leg as you warm up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, out to the side. Now this is kind of starfishish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bigger as you're getting warmed up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now a little pattern. First take 10 basic squats. Let me move my arc a little bit more. Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2. Now a little bit of a pattern. Out and heels heavy squat. Out and heels heavy squat. And out, good. We like this for the brain as well as the muscles. Both legs, one leg out. Both legs squat. Take 4 more. 3, 2, got 1 more leg each on the sides, and out. Now we're going to take it to the rear. You're going to be pitched forward and lift 10 times, hip extensions. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let that foot down, take it to the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now this time lift your leg up, leave it up, and then try to do 10 hamstring curls with that leg in the air. 1, 2, good. So you bend and straighten. 3, balancing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now lower that leg, straighten your body for a moment, hinge forward. Here we go. Now once your leg is up, you're going to try to do 10 hamstring curls with that leg in the air, 10 knee bends. 3, 4. Imagine you're pulling through water. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then take a moment, stand back up, and then just take the knocking on the doors of life, this little Qigong move. All this is a great release of tension. 5, 4, let anything go that's tense. 3, 2, and then 1. Now this is going to be a little balance. Keep your left leg down. Lift up your right knee to 90. And then you're going to try to go into warrior 3, long leg. Now bring that knee up to 90. Without touching the floor, try to bring that leg long into warrior 3. Bend that knee, pull it up to 90 degrees. Straighten it and you're hinging forward. Bend that knee. Good, try to balance. The other leg is working, of course. 6, 6, let's do lucky number 7 today. 7, lift it up to parallel if you can. 7, and then come back to neutral. So bigger range of motion is going to be harder. So other side, it goes up to 90. Now you're going to lengthen that leg behind you as you're getting your body towards parallel or what you're doing today. Now as you get your body to vertical, you bring that leg up to 90. Now you straighten your leg without touching the floor if you can, lengthen it. Parallel would be the hardest. Bend it in front. Good. Your arms might wobble, that's okay. Of course, you're trying not to touch the floor, but if you have to, do, and then come back. 6, and lengthen. 6, 7. Good, Catherine. 7. Come back to vertical when you're ready. Whew. After your 7 and 7, go wide. This is a set of second positions. And you're going to go down. And 2, only go down as much as you feel like you can for your legs. But if your legs are feeling good, go down. Take advantage of that strength. 5, 6, it's like you're pulling a rope. 7, 8, 9. Now we stay low, and this is a challenge halfway up and then down, halfway up and then down. So you're working a smaller range of motion, whatever that halfway is for you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then come all the way up. Nice job. This will be 5 circles each way. Now lift up a leg and draw circles. Go up and draw circles. And 3, 4. Other way, 5. We're working the muscles around the thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower. Now the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And then let's take a little balance. So right arm back to your foot. Hold a quad stretch for 10. If you would like to add on, add more. 10. If you would like to add on warrior 3, balancing parallel to the floor. Now gracefully come back up, and we're going to do those 3 balance poses in the other side. Hold on, hold. Possibly add on. Drop the left hip a little bit. You can reach out into a warrior three. Inhale. And then slowly come back up, hands together at the heart. Grab a sip if you want. We're going to go down to a downward dog and do some articulation. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Now, feel that articulation, or feel that right and left calf. You can walk them. And we're going to add on the lift of the hips, articulate through your lower back, middle back, upper back into up dog. The backup plan or modification would be to do a cat-cow for your back mobility. Otherwise, you're doing this down dog, up dog, articulate through your back. And inhale. And tuck. And lift. And tuck. And up. And tuck. And lift. One more. And hold the down dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go all the way down to your, I'm going to lower my screen, to your front plank. Both arms are down, elbows are underneath your shoulders. I just need to lower it so you can see me. Forearms down, hold for about 21. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 21. Turn to the side. We're going to hold here for about 21. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Go to the other side for 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Go back to your front plank. Now this front plank, it's going to be a little more dynamic. So you're going to lift up your hips towards dolphin and hinge towards plank. Lift towards dolphin. Go back to plank. Dolphin. Plank. Dolphin. Plank. Dolphin. Plank. Dolphin. Plank. 2 more. 1, 2. Now pelvis down. You're on your forearms, but if you would like to add on, push up until you're on your hands. Looks great. Now go back to your forearms and we're going to add on an isometric cue. So when your elbows are underneath your shoulders and you're on your toes, imagine you're pulling your forearms closer to your toes and your toes closer to your forearms, your ribs closer to your pubic bone closer to your ribs. It's an isometric contraction, meaning nothing really moves, but the contraction is stronger. 5, you're holding it, but the muscle fiber length isn't changing, but you can feel that more. Now rest your pelvis and either do Sphinx or Cobra, Sphinx or Swan. One more set of those. Forearms down, toes. You're on a plank, but you're going to add an isometric contraction. Pull your forearms towards your feet, feet towards your forearms. Power your pubic bone towards your ribs towards your pubic bone. Contract, contract, contract. More. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now rest your pelvis, push yourself up. And then lower your head on your arms and lift up your left leg all by itself, and then your right, and then your left, and then your right. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Now, if you would like to add a flutter. That's where both legs are off the floor, and you kick your legs more a little quicker. 10, 5, 2. Rest for a moment, lift your legs and tap the feet together while they're in the air. 20 times, heel beats. Although if you're internally rotated, your toes will touch first. So just tap the feet together while the knees are off the floor and the legs are long. 5 more. And rest. Now go back to your child pose or whatever serves you. If you prefer a puppy dog pose, you can do that. Toes under. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now side plank. We're going to take your arm over your ear. Now see if you can make it to where you look like a half moon in yoga. Lift your hip and you're doing a little stretch over your head, fingers reaching towards the floor. 10 more. Holding, just doing a little hold. Sorry, this time 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower your hip and we're going to do the other side. It's a half moon on your side, basically. You're going to go up, reach your arm over your ear, lift your hips even higher, and hold for 10 more. Just hold. Keep lifting your ribs, lifting your hip. Inhale. And then exhale, gently come down. Nice. We're going to sneak in a little forearms behind us. Now lengthen your knees, or to modify, don't lengthen your knees. Now extend and in, and extend and in, and extend. Now the add-on would be knees straighten towards the left corner a little bit, bring them in, and then towards the right corner. This is called can-can. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower your back onto the floor. Hug your legs in. Take both legs up and put your hands beside your hip bones, and then draw circles with your legs glued, corkscrew. Go to vertical. Now go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. One more. Now pull your feet down, curl up your spine, 5 bridges. And either keep doing that or put your right ankle on your left thigh and make it a single bridge with one leg in a hip opener. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now 15 on the other side, one foot down, the other ankle goes to your thigh. Drop down and up, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can do bridges here on the singles if you'd like. 11, 12. There you go, Jean. 13, 14, 15. Now, both feet on the floor for a moment. Lift up your hips. Now point one leg up to the sky. Now stay put, except for your right ankle is going to point and flex 10 times while it's in the air. Now lower that right foot, lift up your left leg, point it to the sky, and then everything stays steady except for your left ankle. You're going to point and flex. Now put your left foot down. We're going to point the right toes towards the sky and lower your hips and lift 10 times. Now pull your toes back and go up and down 10 times. Now let your right foot down and lift your left leg up and point it and go up and down. Now pull your toes back and go up and down. Put your left foot down, lift up your right leg, and we're going to do a leg pull 10 times. Now really point and flex. Work that ankle while your hips are in the air. Breathe with the movement. Lower that foot and then take the other leg into 10 leg pulls. Really point and flex through that foot. Left foot down. Now you're in a bridge. The hips are off the floor. Tiny little pulses in neutral. Let your knees touch and do tiny little pulses with the knees touching. Open up the legs and do tiny little pulses with external rotation. Now we're going to change it all together. Put the knees together, lower your hips. Lift your hips, open the knees, drop the hips. Lift your hips, knees together, lower the hips. Lift your hips, open the legs, drop the hips. So there's a pattern of narrow, wide, narrow, wide. You want to feel like you're working all the glute fibers, all those hamstrings that are involved with bit knee work. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to do the actual ankle to thigh stretch. Reach your right ankle to your left thigh and you're stretching now. If you want, you can, it really needs it now, doesn't it? You can add a little movement, a rock. Now take it to the other side, ankle to thigh. Reach your hand through. And we're going to take a little abdominal series now. You can lift up your right leg and lengthen your left leg, and then you're going to switch places with the legs. If this is too much, you can also put your head down and just stay a lot more vertical. Another modification is to put a towel behind your head and let your towel help support your head. Now, try to add your next variable, which is toes pulling back, 10. It's going to feel like a lot more stretch, 8, 7, 6, 5. Look at the belly to verify it's pulling in. And now rest for just a moment. Let your hands come behind your head. Add on long legs. Now it's very similar, but you're going to add a rotation to what we just did with the legs. You're now adding upper body rotation. You can point on this first set. Exhale. You can add on a flex set of your feet. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now leave your head down and lift up your right leg and let your leg do leg circles. 8. We'll be doing 8 each way. Good. 8. Your other leg pours down. Now catch that leg in the air and add a little bit more of point and flex 10 times with the leg in the air. Stretch it out. Now we're going to take that leg down and do the other leg up and draw some circles. We're going to go the other way. 8. Now you're also going to add on a little stretch, pointing and flexing. 8. Pointing and flexing. Good. Both legs are going to come in. And this is the double leg stretch. The modified is arms and legs open, and then you hug your shins. The harder is come up to your shoulder blade till they're off the mat, and then stretch out, and then hug. 1, 2, 3. To make it easier, don't stretch out as much. To make it harder, stretch closer to 45 degrees in your legs and arms. 2 more. Now, hands to your inner feet and stretch your inner thighs. We're going to rock a little with this stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take another inhale, and we're going to do one called yogic bicycle. Pretend your feet are on a shelf. Put your hands behind your head. Rotate your shoulders off the floor to the opposite leg. Pull your belly in. Exhale. Pull your toes back. How about one more set of 6 point, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flex, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hug happy baby, hands to your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2. And then take a huge full body stretch. Reach through your arms, reach through your legs. Now take an inhale, and as you exhale, if you can, peel your spine off the mat over your feet and then roll back down. Now, if coming off the floor is hard, just do a partial roll down. Don't go all the way down. We're going to do 4 more. Exhale. You control that speed, and it's harder, isn't it? Bye, Betty. And up. Good. And 2 more. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Gorgeous. Yep, way to bend your knees, Karen. That's going to help with that low back articulation. And then up. Now, once you're up here, you can grab a drink if you'd like. And then we're going to take a set of push-ups. So I know that some of you prefer to do push-ups on the wall. So this is your chance to, if you do prefer them on the wall, to go up. Other possibilities are to be on your hands and knees like a square, or to be on your knees stretched out and modified. Need to put my shirt down, or on the toes. Good. You might go for 15. A bonus would be to do 20 total. And then rest. When you're ready, you might bend your elbows and pat yourself on the back with this. 5. And then go to your belly. We're going to do more of our swan work. This is inhale, lift up your back, and don't use your hands at first, but then do use your hands and come up higher. And then you lower and you lift up your legs. Now lower your legs and lift up your upper body. And then your legs. And then your upper body and legs. Upper body and legs. Now this is a focus of the entire backside. So try 3 more. Feel your whole back muscles, legs, glutes, back working. Now to rest between the next set and this one, you can bend the knees and kind of sway them right and left like a windshield wiper. And then we're going to do a little hand beside your pelvis position. Go up, inhale, and lift up your legs and lift up your arms. Your hands are facing the floor if you can. Nice. Looking good. Look, everybody. So good. 10. Adding on, you can hold onto your hands, interlace them, and lift. You can even switch up which hand, pinky's on the outside, and lift. Now, one bonus here is to take a hand to your ankle and lift up. Bow pose if you can, but one foot's fine, and we'll do it twice. Inhale, lower, and either take your other foot or do bow pose again, both hands, both feet. Lower, and take a child pose. I like to curl the toes under to get those feet. You can even push your hands into the floor to get those feet more. If you don't feel it on your feet, you can come up to kneeling with the toes curled under, or even the hands go back. So these are all very, yep, I just want you to have that back stretch and then that foot stretch. You got it. Now we're going to do a second set of push-ups. You can do them standing up on the wall. You can do them on the couch. You can do them on the knees and hands and all fours, or you can do them on the knees, long modified, or toes. Your choice. Take 15, whatever strengthens you without hurting the joints. And then recover when you're ready with a rack posture. So whenever you're done, I'm going to meet you at this posture where you go up and back with your hands and your elbows are soft. Make sure both are soft. Lift up your heart. Breathe in. Let me turn to you more. Good. If you need your arms closer together, that's another way to get this a little more intense. Good. Inhale. And then exhale. I'm going to use this as a way to kind of wake any tension out of there, but let your arms go out like a T. Rotate and add a little percussive bounce, rotate. Add a little percussive bounce, rotate. Now watch your feet. If you're not sure, they should be stable. In other words, one is not shifting past the other. Your feet aren't shifting past the other. That's because your pelvis is stable. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a lateral flexion. We go up and over. Again, your hip doesn't come off the mat. Now you might feel more pressure on the inside hip. That's okay. Up and over, up and over. Your spine, to keep it healthy, each day it wants to do this movement, lateral flexion. It wants to do rotation, the one we just did, extension, the swans, flexion, like child pose, and then axial extension, which is really tall, good posture. Now hold here. So in every class, we make sure to do those 5 movements. We want to keep your spine healthy and flexible and strong. You're as young as your spine. 5, 4, 3, and add the toes pulling back if you can add one more cue. 2, yep. Get those shins healthy. That's what keeps us from shuffling. Go up and over, helps with balance. Breathe in. Inhale. I like it. And then gently come up. Now we're going to be doing a side plank with a rotation. So one arm's going to be underneath you on the shoulder area. Your hand's going to be at your head, and it's like you have this triangle for your arm. You're going to rotate 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, go to the other side. Elbow, arm at the top is like a triangle, and go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go to the other side. Now the option is to do a tree pose with your side plank. If you don't want to do it, just do a normal side plank. You can though, add on 10. Inhale, lower with control. Looks super strong. That looks really good. I love it. I like that, like energy through the top arm. Every part of your body is activated. So it's not stressed, but it is energized and it is active. You're reaching through your arm. You're strong on your bottom arm. Looks great. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hip. Good. Go to the other side. Now, you're going to be in a side plank. I think these are a little harder, so your modification is to do a normal side plank. When you go up, hold, and your possibility is to lift that top leg like a star 5 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do 5 on the other side. I'm only doing 5. I feel like those are challenging enough. So go out. Now get ready. If you're adding on, you can add 5 stars with your leg. Otherwise, hold really strong. Everything's active. Good job. Go to the other side. 5 arm circles each way, top arm only. Go up. Now, once you're up, enjoy this. This is going to feel so good too. Other way. Now lower and go to the other side. And 5. And lower. Nice. Now this one is called the, if you want to sit, grab it. This one's called the saw. Your feet are wider than your hips, about shoulder width. They're wider actually. Rotate first and then saw off your pinky toe. Rotate first, saw off your pinky toe. You feel all that stretch going on. Pull your toes back, and that helps with the preventing of shuffling as well. Rotate, 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 rotate. Now, you can either hold forward, kind of stretch for your toes, or if you would like to do a reverse plank, you can do that. So your choice. We're going to come back to this one either way, so you won't miss out if you're doing reverse plank. But I want to just give you an option if you don't really want to be on your wrist anymore. Go up. Although I do want some stimulation in those wrist bone density, because if you were to fall, I want them to be strong enough. I don't want them to have not been stressed a little bit at least, so that you can catch yourself. All right, so come down, and then we're going to go back to that little pose we had. Before we go down, just pull your fingers down like a little shoulder stretch. Drop your shoulders, a little forearm stretch, I meant. And then drop the other one down and pull. So I'm giving my hand an assisted stretch. And then you can reach it forward. You can even hold your toes if you want and enjoy. Inhale, and then come back up. The next posture I want to give is a Maldrasana. That's a half sphere. So I'm going to show you a lot of different ways to do it. Well, a couple different ways. One is just to do a side plank on your forearm. The next step would be a foot back. Now, if you can take it on your hand, go for it. So it's like side plank plus a rear bridge. Good. Push up. 10. Good. If you want, lift your hips towards the sky, Miss Catherine, like this part of your hip. Open up. Yeah. There you go. Inhale. Lower with control. And you never just collapse out of a pose, obviously. Other hand or other forearm. So the option was side plank on the elbow, forearm, foot back, or on the hand. Lift your hips, lift your heart. 10. Inhale, lower it down. Now I'm going to show you a sneaky way to get the wrist. Take your hands this way beside you. Oh, my knees are in the way. Let me just move them so you can see. Do you see how I'm stretching out my wrist? If I lean back, I have a little bit more. So my arm, my top of my arm, they're actually on the floor. And now you can manipulate, see how you can make it harder or easier. I'm going to lean back and keep my top of my hand on the floor. Nice job. And then take a prayer pose. This is the opposite side down. Your hands separate. Nice. All right, now we're going to be doing, actually let's take a few of these and I'll tell you what we're doing. We're going to do a down dog with a leg extension and a flamingo. I'll walk you through it. I'll walk us through it. Grab a sip if you need it, but I just wanted to let you know what's coming up next. If you don't want to be on your hands at all anymore, you could go to your forearms and do the same, roughly the same move. So down dog is the first. Lift up your right leg towards the sky. See if you can act like it's in line with your whole body. Then you bend your right knee underneath you in a flamingo, which is a plank. So shift your whole body, go to plank, and then stretch your right leg up again. Now bend your right knee underneath you. Stretch your right leg up again. Bend your right knee underneath you and put the foot down, left leg up, stretch it up. Bend your left knee underneath you, stretch the leg up. Bend your left knee underneath you, stretch your leg up. Bend your left knee underneath you. Go into your down dog. Go to your forearms, dolphin. We're going to do it the other way. Right leg up. Now right knee underneath you, flamingo on your forearms. Right leg up. Right knee underneath you in a plank flamingo. Right leg up. Right knee underneath you, flamingo. Right foot down, left leg up. Left knee underneath you, flamingo. Left leg up. Left knee underneath you, flamingo. Left leg up. Left knee underneath you, flamingo, and hold. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab a sip if you need it. Terrific job, guys. And when you can find a seat, one arm back, one arm up. Now you can be any way you want. I'm just sitting crisscross applesauce to change it up. I tend to always sit kneeling, so I'm just mixing it up for me. Breathe fully and see if your jawline is roughly parallel to the floor. Yep, there you go, Catherine. That looks better. Look at that flexibility, guys. Switch it up. We're always good. We want some good shoulder flexibility. They get easily drawn forward, so we want to counteract it. That looks really good. Now breathe fully. Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now sit any way you want, but I'm going to show you another shoulder stretch. Palms together. Good. Yeah. 5, 4, reverse prayer. 3, 2, yeah. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice job. Grab if you sip if you need. We're going to head down to the floor. If you actually take it down, but if you can, take it down for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Full body stretch. Now we're going to take one I call a Tinkerbell rotation. So put your feet on the ground and you're going to take your hips up and over so that your right foot can go roughly on your left thigh. So both knees are bent. Your left hand can rest on your right knee and your right arm can go out like a T. If you want to add on, take your right hand to your left foot and hold on to that foot. Now go to the other side. It's going to be like a Tinkerbell twist. You lift your hips. Your both knees are bent. Your right hand can rest on your left thigh. You could even add your left hand to that right toes and then look out. Good. Yep. Yeah, you're going to look to the left. So your low back lengthen. Hips, chest, shoulders. Now you're going to slowly come back, realign, and take a full body stretch. So arms are overhead, legs are long. Shift through your ankles, your toes. You can point and flex your feet. You can stretch out your hands like pieces of biscotti or between the hands, the fingers. Breathe it in. Inhale. And then take the right leg up into a hamstring stretch. If you have a Pilates ring and you want to use that, or if you have a Dynaband, an elastic tubing, you can use that. I like to use something generally because I tend to run tight, but then you don't have to like stress in your neck or shoulders to reach your leg. So you're letting your tool help you. Everybody looks really good here. The other leg is pouring down. If you do like some spice, you can add like a hip flexor opener. You can add a block or a foam roller underneath your hip while you do this, and then you get a little bit more of a hip flexor stretch on the left, which that's another place I tend to run tight. So for me, I like it. It also decompresses your back. I just like to give you different options that you can use. That's it. And I should have said that earlier. So thank you, Karen. If you do need to modify, you bend the knee and you put that foot on the floor. You were probably just adjusting though. Yeah. Now I like to also take that leg across the midline. So if you feel like that's a good one for you, it's outer hamstring. It's a good one for most of us. And because it runs tight, it crosses two joints. It can create hip issue and knee issue. So I do like to address it. You could take it out a little bit too, like a little bit of a V. And you could switch your legs when you're ready. Now the other leg's getting a hip flexor stretch. This leg's getting a hamstring stretch. The modification would be to bend either knee. You can feel that leg go across your midline a little bit for that outer hamstring. And you can take it out a little bit. And then you can take the legs down and either do a bridge pose, or if you want to stay on your foam roller or your block, you can do a supported sacrum hip extension. So either one, you can do a bridge pose and relax there, or do a hip extension with your foam roller or your block. Let your mind soften. If you're in the bridge and you want to come down to a shavasana or legs up on the wall, you can. If you want to stay on your sacral passive extension, you can do that. Let your mind have a moment of just clarity. So you don't have to think anything, you're just letting it be free. You can do that by focusing on the breath. Now if you're on the wall, you can let your feet down. If you were on the block, you can let your feet down. Just notice how you feel. And then slowly come up towards a seated position that serves you. And we'll take a little, I'm going to just show you the havening again. This is one of the techniques that creates delta brainwaves. So let's say you notice during your day you're feeling a little bit of agitated or off balance, or like just a little wobble, just a little less than your peaceful self. You can do a lot of things. This is just one of the many self-soothing tools, but this is the havening. It's also a neat one because you can do it in public and nobody knows. Another little trick, if you were in public and you just kind of wanted to self-soothe and you didn't want to telegraph it to everyone, basically just touching the hands back and forth. You can tell it feels good. The second part is just to gently cross your arms and you stroke from the shoulder down. And this is helping to create delta brainwaves. The last little part of this, although if you were in a social situation, you could just do the hands, so you always have that as a backup plan, but you can take it over your eyes, under your eyes, back out to your temples and down your jaw. Now at the bottom of your chin, you lift up, go over your eyes, under your eyes, and then over, and your eyes under. And you notice your fingertips just touch, and you're able to regulate that pressure that you want or need quite easily. And then just take a moment, you can place your hands on your heart center, and just notice how it feels to have taken care of your physical cells, your physical body. Breathe in an intention of peace and wellness, that they vibrate at their highest frequency, they vibrate to their highest wellness today. And that your mind, how good it feels, just notice. It's so easy to get filled up with thoughts all day long, figuring out everything, going over the past, going into the future, and just take a moment to soak in the magic of the moment. And then the breathing and the part of you that is beyond physical, your breath, your spirit. We're just going to bless it to the highest good, letting in all the wellness that is our divine right, our natural state of being. So whenever you're ready, you can come back into this room, and with so much care and appreciation. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad to get to work with you. Thank you so much. It's such an honor. Thank you. Bye guys. See you soon.